What's this week been like in particular compared to, say, a normal test week?
It's been very, very much the same. We tend to keep our structures, I guess, in our preparation the same, regardless of result, regardless of team that we're playing. Big part of our environment is making sure that we improve on what we do day to day, and that's a way for us to, I guess, stay level. And we're not trying to react to performances of the past or excitement of things coming forward. If we can just keep our structures the same, keep our routine as close to normal as possible, for us that's a big reason or a big driver for us for our performances.
Has it been hard not to let the time drag?
Now, we did a lot together as a team last week with our bye. We had a very similar training week. Had some afternoons off, which was nice to get the body right. Had one extra day off where we would have usually had a captain's run, which was on a Friday, and then had a big Saturday game replacement, which is obviously a day that we would have usually played. So the structure of the week itself was very similar, with some afternoons off, and that Friday was a little bit different.
Is there a way you guys can kind of use that pressure to your advantage and kind of walk towards it to help fuel your performance, if you get what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you mean, but I still believe that the pressure we put ourselves under internally excels the pressure, I guess, media put on us or fans put on us. Our drive to be the best that we can be and the best in the world each and every day within this environment outweighs any external pressure I've ever felt. So yeah, we're coming off back-to-back losses, but if we were coming off 17 wins in a row, I think the pressure we put on ourselves within this environment is greater than the pressure you guys can put on us as media, the pressure that our fans can put on us, or the pressure our critics can put on us. We're in this environment, and players are in this environment to excel and to be the best in the world, and that's what we wake up each day trying to do.
Caleb, from your perspective, it was probably a bit of a struggle for the back line to get the attack going a couple of weeks ago. How do you think you can, I suppose, better help in that, or how can you see a little bit more of that ball to impose yourself on the Pumas, the way you have done all year?
Probably just try and get my work rate up coming off the wing and try looking for the ball. That will be one way I can sort of inject myself into the game. But other than that, I think what we've trained and what we've planned throughout the week has really complemented everyone that's going to be out on the pitch. And so I think all of us are just excited to get out there and put a performance on that we'll all be proud of.
You've had some highs and some lows through your experience thus far. Could you just talk to, I guess, what your big takeaways being from your first time in the All Black environment?
Yeah, definitely been some highs and lows, and I've been real grateful to go through both of them. I think the biggest thing I've found is, I was thinking about it the other day, and it's, as people, will probably see our environment and what people don't see and stuff like that. I think the biggest learning I've found is just always being a good person will be the biggest thing. Being an All Black, it's, first of all, we just want to be real good people, and just we're living a real, like, a life I'm really grateful for right now. And so just one, being a great person, and two, probably just around the rugby side, just the real professionalism, the small things, the little details are probably the biggest thing that counts. The higher you go, it's the little things that will be the biggest, that will make the biggest difference. And so I think those two things there would be the biggest learnings that I've taken, especially out of this year. 2020 has been so crazy, and so yeah.
Off the field, in particular, is it taking its toll? How hard has it been to train through most of the year, not knowing when you're going to play, keep training, stop training, what have you, across basically the last 10, 12 months? Is it taking its toll?
I don't think so. I know, if I can just isolate your question down to the training aspect of it being hard to train in that time, I don't believe it has been that hard. It's been very similar to an off-season while we were in lockdown through COVID, where a lot of my training I do by myself. I do in Porirua, and I spent most of that time training as if it was an off-season. And then I guess the hardest bit is being away from home and not having family being able to come on this tour would be a big difference. But in terms of how the body feels and how I feel, I guess this time of year compared to other years, I'm probably more fresh physically at this time of year due to the lack of games that we played in that big part, the portion while we were through lockdown. We had a big bit of time off to get our body right, to train, and didn't play as much rugby at that time of the year, so probably more fresh now than I would have been if our test season was, or our whole rugby season was the same, a normal season.